All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
The Dutch again! The Dutch again! The Dutch again! 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 The Dutch again! The Dutch again! The Dutch! The Dutch! The Dutch! Again! Fucking Dutch! Again!
Wow.
It's funny every time.
Yeah. Stupid Dutch.
Yes, the Dutch. Only 2 Dutch people today. We've waited for Roland, guys. We've waited for Roland for 30 minutes. He isn't here yet, so we thought we could just start.
Hey, maybe we can send an invite to David Feed if he wants to come along as a third member.
Oh, sure. I'm not sure. Ah, David Feed. Hey, David Feed, justice for Mandy. Jamshark is getting shadow banned. Yeah,
What
crazy things going on.
Wow.
Crazy things.
What about shadow banning? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's really strange. I am suspicious that Perfect 10 is also a shadow banned. It doesn't show up in the comics section. I tried to search it when I sorted them by funding, so you can see exactly my book should be here, and it's not there. And Perfect 10 issue 2 and issue 1 are visible, so it's really strange.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I wonder how many books then are shadow banned by Indiegogo. I thought Indiegogo was a more neutral platform, but it seems that they have their own agenda, and then they're going to shadow ban people without notifying them, and just like YouTube is doing stupid things with algorithms, and people are just not visible to the algorithm, therefore not getting likes or subscribers. That's a real problem. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, there is the option that it's just some error that's going on that affects some people. I don't know. I just don't know.
Maybe I'm a little bit skeptic, but
yeah,
it's always the people that, how do you say, affiliate with other people, if you know what I mean, that are getting shadow banned.
Right.
But maybe there are other people that also getting shadow banned. I'm just not entirely sure.
The thing is, though, that if creators on Indiegogo get shadow banned, the chances are pretty large that they affiliate with a certain network because most of them are on Indiegogo, right?
Right. I mean, that's our preferred platform, right?
Yes.
I don't mind Kickstarter, but we all know the whole Kickstarter debacle and why we prefer Indiegogo above Kickstarter, right? Yeah.
Area Blackness, hello. Oi. Area Blackness is here.
Oi, my mateys.
Mike is here. Mike says, Marinus, thumbs up of your Batman video today isn't showing. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, Mike is probably my number one fan when it comes to commenting. He does it by every video. Thank you, Mike, for that. I really appreciate that. But somehow he posts comments on my videos and channel, and that's not being visible. So he had to do it again and do it again. And sometimes the algorithm just, luckily push him through, but mostly it doesn't register. Just like this thumbs up, which is weird. Why does that thumbs up not show on my video? That's weird.
Strange. It's censorship.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just making videos about comics. I'm a reviewer.
Yeah.
Why am I? Why can't people just say, "Hey, this is good" or "This is bad"? Thumbs up or thumbs down, or leave a comment. I do not make offensive or weird comments in my video. Do not talk politics or whatever. I mean, I throw a dig here against social justice warriors and crazy people once in a while.
Right.
But it's more comic related and not more. But that's about it. It's not much.
Yeah.
Or, intrusive or whatever.
I do think though although YouTube is completely biased, it does certain things that they're doing it because they aren't getting the results that they're after. For instance, making the amount of downvotes invisible.
Mm-hmm.
That happened sometime last year, right? Yeah.
For big companies, right? Because they showed like the Black Mermaid trailer.
Yes.
More
yes,
than
but
one.
I can think sometimes that it's maybe that's maybe technical. It's such a huge platform. It's a miracle that things even function.
Yeah. But,
if you think about it. So yeah.
The rumor that YouTube and even Twitter is leaning to the left, and they give those people more, chances. That's what I heard. I'm not sure if that's true, but I do not think YouTube and Twitter is neutral. Far from it. They're leaning more to the left. So if you are to the right and have a certain opinion, especially about the message, then you are being shadow banned, I guess.
Yeah, it's aviation novels, otherwise known as Ryu.
Hey.
Hello. Hello, Ryu. Are the Dutch keeping Roland away? No, he's very welcome. I don't know.
We waited for a very long time.
So yeah, we waited.
Maybe he's shadow banned too.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
So maybe he will still show up. Maybe he doesn't. I'm not sure if what we will do with the topic. We can still discuss the topic. I don't think it's that complicated topic, so it doesn't have to last all too long. Or is he in a car crash? We don't know.
I hope he's all right.
Yes. Still no response from Indiegogo, Dave. No. They're taking their sweet time.
Yeah.
They're taking their sweet time.
That's too bad. But
there we go.
Sorry, I was even taking my teeth clean.
So yeah. Yeah, guys.
So censorship, Dave.
Yeah.
What specific kind of censorship do you want to talk about today?
Well, there's all kinds of censorship.
Yeah.
Of course.
Free speech.
Free speech. Exactly. Free speech. And usually censorship is kind of meant to it can be used in two ways, basically. It's one way is to protect people for some things, maybe. Other reason can be to guide a certain narrative and to make sure that people don't have free access to certain things that can break the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the problem with the censorship.
Yeah.
So my initial stance towards censorship is that I'm completely against it.
Yeah, me too.
I think that adults should be trusted to think for themselves and to decide for themselves what they find relevant to them, or the things that they want. They can pick and choose, right? So if you allow certain censorship in discourse, for instance, then you can never trust the discourse. You can never trust the discussion because you already know that things are being hidden from you. And if you don't have anything to hide, then you don't need it, right?
Yeah, totally true. I mean, if you look at games being censored, for instance, I found here on Twitter just a random article just came across. Dead Island 2 developers took advice from Diversity Council in order to avoid stereotypes that could be deemed hurtful. I mean, right. Dead Island 2 is a game about killing fucking zombies.
Yeah.
What? what is hurtful? I mean, can we get up? I don't know. Maybe they are afraid that we kill a gay zombie or a transgender zombie or a, you
Right.
know, what is going on? It's just a fucking game. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like they're going back to the old days of the Comic Code Authority.
Yeah,
In
yeah,
I think it's from 1951, right? You have the Comic Code Authority,
yeah,
and in it was explicitly mentioned that you could not depict supernatural things like werewolves and ghouls, but also zombies.
yeah.
Really? Yeah, yeah. That was in there. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. You don't get it. So
Yeah,
sometimes,
I really don't get it at all. I mean, there's so much censorship going on. I mean, we see certain movies being changed. Older movie that is depicted as offensive because
right?
I recently saw that movie posters are being altered. People are smoking. Movie posters. They
Right.
are removing the smoking. I know what I know the reason. I mean, smoking is bad, and again, but they see that, oh, you smoke, and so you must be a toxic male, stuff like that.
Mm,
It's history. You shouldn't change history because it happened
no.
already, right?
Yes.
And that is
Yes.
why physical media is so important. If you're now doing digital, and I know it's unavoidable. I mean, physical media is still there, but there will be a day that physical media, unfortunately, is gone or being way less than we have now. We cannot buy books, we can buy DVDs, but maybe 10, 20, 30, 50 years from now on, is it still there? Maybe books, but DVDs and like CDs, and they are becoming a thing of the past.
Mhm.
Let's say I like buying records, but records is way, in my opinion, I could be wrong, different than CDs, DVDs, and such. And
Right.
at some point, you cannot even buy DVDs players anymore, right? I guess.
Yeah. Unless there's demand, as long as
Yeah,
people demand something,
yeah,
then, for instance, the record player
yeah. Hmm.
made a
A return.
return, right?
Yeah, that is
So
totally. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, yeah, but I believe a record player. Uh, I'm not sure if I describe it, but you have that box art, and you have the sleeve, you have the
Mhm.
big physical circular thing that you can put in a record player, and then has that crackling sound when you put the needle on the record. It,
Yeah.
it it has something, I don't know. I cannot describe it. It's way different than you have a CD that you put in a CD player and it plays automatically, and just like with DVDs. Now you can, oh, we have a Netflix subscription or HBO or Max, and then you can watch movies, and that's all fine. I'm doing that myself. It's just like playing games. I buy games digitally, but if I heard, oh, let's say a Disney movie being altered because of the message or being toxic or offensive, I'm not going to watch that movie. I'm
Yes.
no.
Yes. Eventually, all of it can be altered.
Yeah,
So
that's the problem.
buy your stuff. Buy your stuff physical if you can. Collect what you like, fit on physical in physical format.
Mhm.
Because if it's digital, then you don't even own it. You just uh, purchase the rights to watch it. But when they decide to delete it, then it's gone.
Yeah.
That also. So yeah.
For instance, there was an X-Men cover that is being altered because Wolverine had a cigar,
Right.
and they changed that. I said, what?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. He
that's
used
why I
to
was always
smoke.
saying,
That's
don't
right.
buy Marvel comics anymore. They're shit.
Mike says censorship has been throughout human history a tool of authoritarians. The responsibility instead of censorship is upon the greater society.
Yeah.
Yes, and he also says that censoring the smoking by characters like Wolverine, Nick Fury is all about emasculating the image of Western male. Yeah. We should indeed buy physical media. Yeah. So Marinus, when do you think censorship is, in what instances would censorship be a good decision?
Wow, I have to think about that. A good decision. I think censorship could be good if it's hurting people physically.
Physically, right?
You know, if you are, let's say, well, it's still you know, free speech, but if you are deliberately riling up people to do harm to other people, like we see with, you know, mostly the left, you know, with the, how do you say, Black Lives Matter. I mean, the goal, you know, helping black people, but then we have the riots, the killing, the hurting people, the burning down buildings, and or people say, hey, yeah, no, Black Lives Matter is good, you know, stuff like that, and then
well,
I believe the persons that I believe owners or well, that's not the owners, but people that are the leaders in the Black Lives Matter, they buy a 3.6 million mansion in a white neighborhood, right? And stuff like that. I cannot stand that bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
It's all about power and control. But again, it's still free speech. But then again, like I said, if you are physically hurting people or want to hurt people by riling up, hey, we need to kill this person because I don't like this, like what he is saying, or canceling. I mean, there's a difference between canceling, but you know, killing him or hurting him, or how do you say, swatting him or her, of course. I'm against that.
Right. Yeah. Aviation Novel says, I recently got the 2 last classic Saints Row games before the reboot game, and also Dragon Age Inquisition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those first Saints Row games were great.
Yeah, they are just pure stupid fun.
And these are games that can't exist in a society where censorship is allowed.
I mean, the last one is basically made for Twitter people.
Yeah, it's the last one appeals to nobody.
No.
So yeah, complete waste of time and production money.
Yeah.
Absolute disaster.
Yeah.
I think that if a society has reached a point of considering censorship, then that society has already failed at their mishandling of the subject matter in question. And this entire censorship discussion is a returning theme throughout the ages. You had in the 1940s, 50s, then you had the Comic Code Authority. You had a code for movies. Movies had to depict certain things and couldn't depict other things. For instance, movies could not depict criminal behavior in a positive light, and the villains always needed to get their comeuppance. So you could never make a story where the villain escapes or doesn't get punished. So luckily those rules no longer exist. So people now can make anything. But if you now watch television or Disney Plus, then you think maybe we need rules.
Yeah.
You know, because apparently people need them. You know, first rule, make a coherent story. Second rule, stick to the source material.
Yeah, exactly that.
But that's maybe censorship also. I don't know.
And then there was, it's so weird. I mean, I was looking forward to certain, when it comes to censorship in movie, to certain TV shows and movies. And then I thought it's all, and then they market it as a, let's say, strong female character that can do no wrong, that need no man. Oh, we have this white character, but we change it into a black lesbian or something like that. You know, I immediately I'm turned off because of, well, it's not really censorship, it's more politics. But then I watched Primal, you know, from Jenny Tartakovsky, who did Samurai Jack.
Where do you watch that, by the way?
Let's say I have my ways.
Right. Okay. Because it's not Netflix. Someone mentioned it in the last stream, and I looked it up, but I couldn't find it. So
I'm sailing the seas, if you know what I mean. Sometimes.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. But then it is unadulteratedly pure fun. There is no censorship in there. Everything is beautifully done. It's a mature cartoon, if you're an American cartoon, and I'm enjoying myself so much. Why should I, watch a fucking She-Hulk with this abomination or the Rings of Power? It's trash. Men are weak in those series. Women can do no wrong, and if you say something about it, then you're an historiophobe.
Do you consider this as a form of censorship?
Yeah, I mean it's women try to be men, but they at the same time they hate men. Not all of them, of course, but that's what they portray, right? They don't need no man. It's a censorship for masculinity.
Right.
That's what it is. Men cannot be or allowed to be men anymore, and everyone has another definition. But men cannot be, how do you say, saving women, because that's sexist or white supremacist. Men cannot, drink a beer or have a cigar because sexist and white supremacist. Men cannot be masculine or arrogant or cocky or just being a good guy. They have to all be subservient, weak, laughing stock, a joke, if you will, in the eyes of these creators. They think that this is the way we should do it. Men should be downgraded. To me, that is censorship, in a way.
And women cannot have boobs.
No, but they
boobs
also
are the devil.
Oh yeah.
Mike says humans need to pay attention to humans more, much more as humans, instead of that attention going to their computers.
Yeah.
U.S. President Woodrow Wilson censored Hollywood silent filmmakers before World War I from any anti-British Empire topics because he wanted to ally with the Brits for war. Right. Yet it's often political also, censorship.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's a shame, right? I mean, censorship is backwards. If you are, I had a little bit of a, well, not really a discussion, but a talk with somebody about microaggression on Twitter.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Another fictitious
exactly
condition people can worry about.
Yeah, but we have a civil conversation, and I know where he's getting from, but he said something about microaggressions is about being aware what you are saying towards something that can be offended about what you are saying. But then I said, but who decides what offensive is and who is offended? Because I've been called many things, and I've been to Japan a couple of times. I've been discriminated the first time in my life, but I know what it feels now. But I didn't care. I mean, yeah, is it bad? Yeah, sure, but I don't know, man. It's just it's if you need to be aware of what you are saying the whole fucking time, you cannot be yourself, because
exactly.
Let's say I'm talking to you, and you and I have a normal conversation, and I'm saying something, and you are, oh, you cannot say that to me because that is offensive. Okay, then I'm adjusting my language. But then I talk to another person, and still adjusting my language. But then that person is also offensive about something that I say. So I need to adjust my language and my behavior again and again and again.
Right.
And again.
Right.
You're erasing what is me. and how I've been.
Yes. Yes, they want to control you. So this is why it's the responsibility of every individual to for themselves.
Exactly.
To grow some skin, you know, just so.
Grow a spine.
Right, grow a spine. Don't be a little bitch. If you're not a little bitch, you cannot get offended. Simple as that.
I mean, life is way easier if you are try to shrug it up, and sometimes it's not easy. I mean, it's
no, it's not easy, but life sucks sometimes, man.
Life is hard.
If you can't even handle words, then you're not equipped to deal with life.
Microaggressions.
Yes, microaggressions. Fuck off, man.
Yeah, we have macroaggressions. They all, you know, how do you say, made up words to make you feel bad. And I'm against that. You know, I'm pro speech. I'm pro free speech. Of course, I know I cannot say everything, but you know, that's human behavior. You have common sense. You cannot throw everything outside. Sometimes you have to rein yourself in, but that is, you know, self-control. People need to have self-control also. But then if you just speak your mind, and you don't have to be offensive or you know, use microaggressions. You can have a conversation without agreeing with someone and say, hey, I'm disagreeing with this, and this is the reason why I'm disagreeing with that.
Right.
So why is that bad? I don't get it.
Let me share something that I found while I was looking for things on this topic.
Oh, by the way, before we go in, there's nothing in the waiting room, just in case.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Only us. Square Enix heavily censors sexualized artwork from various series for English release of Manga Up app. So apparently Manga Up is one app through which you can read manga. But so, and then people notice that you get pages like this, these weird borders here. So you can't even show some cleavage through this app.
Really?
Yeah. Source, what's this? What did they censor here? I'm not sure what they censored here. Probably censored something, maybe the shirt. I don't know. So this is actually what you see when you read the book. This is what you see.
Wow, terrible. Yeah. I mean, this is what encourages piracy.
Yes.
You know,
so why would you pay for this app? Why do you want this app? If this is the crap, what could they do with manga?
Yeah, and this is probably the same one, and there's probably way more how do you say, more erotic versions of manga or hentai or everything in between. So what do you see then? Only black boxes? Is that why you sign up for this? Nobody wants this. Nobody. I mean,
really strange.
I mean, look at this page here. I mean, that woman is clearly clothed. So unless she has a big cleavage that I don't see, how is this offensive?
Boobs. You can't see boobs, Marinus. That's bad for you.
Yeah, the male gaze is bad. God forbid people like boobs.
That's
what is you know, censorship looks like. But also, if we are what I'm trying to say here, it's more like when I grew up, I watched movies. I'm from Europe, you know, seeing boobs here, that's not really a big deal. We see it everywhere, basically. But we have access to certain movies like French, Spanish, Belgium, erotic movies like Emmanuel from, you know, when we was younger. It was very easy to access that. And I saw, hey, a beautiful looking woman, you know, having fun in Paris or whatever. And we are more accustomed to sex and sexuality, and we don't turn into fucking degenerates, right? We just more accustomed to nudity. But somehow these people here, and I'm not sure who does this or who approved this, think, hey, well, if we are shielding the children from nudity, they will become stand-up citizens. No, you are repressing their hormones, because when they cannot find it here, they're going to look elsewhere online. Right. And sometimes they go on, certain sites that they shouldn't go, seeing extreme kinds of, well, let's say porn or prawn, that can mess them up even worse, instead of a booby of this witch lady here. Right? That's what they are doing, because these are for, I don't know, horny teenagers. So if they're not getting what they maybe want to see, they're going elsewhere, and that could be way worse.
Yeah, it's not really for smaller children.
No.
But the target audience, women have breasts, and boys figure these things out pretty early. So this is ridiculous. So this in this panel, the breasts aren't even naked. It's just a big cleavage here. But because of this, it looks even worse.
Yeah.
So your imagination goes wild. Oh, what's behind this?
Yeah. You cannot scratch it away with your nail or something.
Yeah. So weird, man. Why? And so the people who censor this, they themselves can't handle it.
Did Western people did this, or is it Square Enix, America, or did Japan? I cannot imagine that Japan is standing behind this. I mean, they are.
No,
this is normal.
I think this app is American. It also publishes everything in English.
Right.
Why does Square Enix have control of that? I don't know.
That's a good question. I don't know.
What it says. I lived in Vancouver, and that is where I was discriminated against from getting a job for the first time in my life because I'm a male. That was 12 years ago. Wow.
How?
Damn.
That's so weird. That is so weird. I mean, America is probably one of the biggest porn imports. There's a porn movie made every 2 seconds, I believe, and they are crying about this here. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's really backwards, man.
To the Americans, but the whole it's so weird. They tolerate one thing, but they are against the other thing that is not even close to the other thing.
Yeah, but it's not even consistent, right? So they censor things like this, like boobies, right? But they applaud things like drag queens performing in front of children.
Or being just on the
it's so strange.
With Pride Month and stuff like that. Fucking groomers.
Look at this. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's just cleavage. It won't kill you.
Not only that, it's an insult to the person who did effort to create this.
Yes.
Yeah, they just put a sticker on it.
This is art,
Yeah.
Look. This is the original here.
Wow, that looks nice.
Yeah, it doesn't even show nipples, nothing. It's just a busty lady. So they do this. So you see this, and you're like, oh, what's behind this? Are the nipples showing? So you make it worse.
Yeah.
Absolutely bonkers, this, man.
Incredible.
Imagine you making your comic, Marinus, and through some app it gets published and completely butchered. Like this, you see black squares everywhere.
I gotta sue those guys if they're gonna try like that. Nobody touches my comics, my creation.
What the fuck? Why?
What is that? What is that? She just wear pants. I mean,
yes.
You have a certain toe from a camel. I don't think
so. A certain toe of a certain mammal. Marinus, those were the times.
Yes, those were the times indeed, my friend.
Mike says feminine women are bad because marriage is bad and family is bad. Women have to be given privilege, false rights to pretend to be men in their imaginations.
If you guys want to see what Mike is describing, I recently, because I was curious, watching some videos of a channel called Tribe of Men. Just look it up on YouTube. Ignore that very how do you say guy that does the presentation. He's basically a pretty okay guy, but when you see him for the first time, he is pure toxic masculinity. When you see him for the first time, he's slick. Right. He has game. He's a good looking dude. He knows what he's up to. But his videos, spot on. Tribe of Men, look it up if you are interested. But yeah, this is atrocious.
Yeah, and readers also complained about knees being censored. So, like you see here, naked knees.
What the hell? What do you mean?
Yeah, someone.
Oh my.
The one censoring this is someone who gets excited when they see naked knees. So, and they think everyone does. So it needs to be censored.
So skin is absolutely not okay. That's what they're saying.
Really, really weird. Look at this. It's beautiful art, and then you butcher it like this. You should be ashamed. If you want to have a manga app. So you have a manga app to provide people with manga. Why do you want to provide people with manga if you have the desire to butcher it?
Yeah.
If you don't like what you want to provide, don't provide it.
No. And this is what also how do you say triggers piracy?
Yes.
They say why should I pay for this if I think you have to pay for it, and then you go to a pirate site and it's free, uncensored.
Yeah, exactly. Sumo, hey Sumo, welcome.
Sumo, how you doing, man?
Mike says, I recommend watching the first 30-60 minutes at least of Shadiversity's video over a month ago exposing YouTube and fighting back from another non-political channel.
Okay, right. Interesting.
By the way, I am trying to move over to Rumble.
I was
at least use that as a secondary platform. I uploaded my first video yesterday. I tried to get this live stream connected to Rumble. I didn't manage yet. It's a little bit complicated. I'm going to figure this out. So I hope that future streams will be on YouTube plus Rumble. And at some point, maybe if YouTube acts weird, we can just leave this platform here.
Yeah, and of course you have all those videos that you have made on the other platform without fear being erased or something. Because I have a lot of videos on my channel. I don't want to be erased, so I need to
exactly. I think Ben from Outlaw Nights, he said something that he moved everything from his YouTube channel over to Rumble, and there was one way to do it, and he does it automatically for you. Everything.
Okay, so one you're pulling a switch and then everything goes.
Yeah, I need to talk to him about it. How he did that. So yeah,
that's a good one. I need. When you have the information, come back to me, please.
Sure, man.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. But what's happening here? Rumble is finally picking up. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, more and more people are moving over. This is the thing, YouTube can, because YouTube is deleting channels.
Yeah.
And most of the time you don't notice because you don't you either don't follow them, or it's 1 year later and you think, hey, wasn't I subscribed to some channel, and then you can't find it and you kind of forget about it. But the amount of people who get deplatformed from YouTube grows and these people will find a different way. So Rumble is profiting right now.
Yeah, and I also hear that they are deleting subscribers from channels.
All right.
Also.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good at all, man. Not sure what they are up to, but it's not good. It's not good at all.
No. The intent is to socially engineer the people into simply accepting this. Even if that's by ignoring or mocking it, it's still not action to stop it. Yeah, people should actively stop it. You should censor censorship. I'm in favor of censoring censorship.
Yeah.
This should be outlawed. This should be illegal. What we're seeing here. Unacceptable.
It's crazy.
Look, and I get it when a platform like Indiegogo says you can't show naked breasts, for instance, right? I get that because you go to Indiegogo, you browse, and you don't want people looking over your shoulder and seeing these breasts, and I get it. But this is from a app. This is the next step. So you purchased the app, you purchased the comic book, you're going to read it, then you want full access to the product. Anyway, I will stop sharing. So yeah, I hope Roland is okay.
Yeah, he hasn't,
hasn't commented. Let me check my messages one last time. See if he... No, Roland. Okay, too bad. So yeah, but you shouldn't regulate these things, and sometimes people confuse censorship with things that are simply illegal. You cannot incite violence, for instance. That has nothing to do with censorship. It's simply protecting people against violence. So you can't. Free speech. You can't say fire in a burning theater. They always tell you. That's not the same thing. That's against the law. That has nothing to do with free speech. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on the last couple of years. It's, let's say, from, I believe, 2017, 18, that this whole thing started, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. And I don't know where it's going. I mean, we see it in movies, we see it in comic books, we see it on TV, mostly in every media. If you say something, people are offended, and then they say, well, this is you cannot say this, or else you're getting canceled. But on the other hand, I think people are now starting to push back against that. Maybe not about censorship, because I think they are trying to creep that under the rug without us knowing, like what's happening on YouTube, deleting channels, ignoring, shadow banning people, just like what's happening on Indiegogo right now, and with certain comics, with yours, with Mandy's, and I believe a couple of other creators. They are being shadow banned, and we don't know why. They just do it, and they say, oh, well, yeah, no, it's a glitch, etc., and whatever. I personally don't believe that. I think there's way more going on, and I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but why is it that happening all of a sudden? Why is your shadow banned? Right? Why is Mandy's work shadow banned?
Yeah.
Why we don't hear other people also being shadow banned? Why just?
Well, you had this Von was shadow banned. Yeah, with his campaign a while back, but it was this was actually something that he needed to change, right, on the campaign, but he just didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So Indiegogo should just approach you before they start to ban things or suppress you.
Yeah, I'll give you a warning, right?
Yeah. look, we checked out your campaign. It's in violation with this rule. If you changed it, we're all good. So this means they are working with you. They're thinking with you, hey, you're breaking the rules, but we can give you 1 day to fix this, and all's fine. And this would be a system that we would be happy with.
Yeah.
But not like shadow banning, not telling the creators. So you don't know. You find out because people tell you, hey, something's going on with your campaign.
So do you know why did they approach you, or do you approach them? What was their answer?
I just got a standard reply that they're looking into it right now. And that was days ago. So it's not high on the priority list. Comics Mate, hey, welcome, Dean.
Hey, Comics Mate, how you doing, man?
Welcome, sir.
It's weird. I mean, it's not a priority for them, but it's a priority for you, right? If people find your campaign, and there is people say, hey, where's Perfect 10? I want to back Perfect 10.
Right.
They can't find you through the normal ways. They have to maybe type it in, which is weird. You can, miss potential backers.
Did you check out Zoop, by the way?
Zoop with a P or?
Zoop, wait, let me show you.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show you. Share the screen. So Zoop is a alternative crowdfunding site for comic books specifically.
Yeah. I heard about that.
And it looks really nice.
It looks clean. So
I really like how it's organized here.
Yeah.
There's some quality books here, like Milestone, like you have Six Gun Gorillas here.
Mm-hmm. How does it work?
I think it's basically the same. If you click on it, let me see.
Oh, okay.
So you get here. It's basically the same info you get with Indiegogo and Kickstarter. Only it's different.
Layout.
The layout is different. Then it starts immediately with all the perks.
Okay, and instead of the art, you mean? Okay.
Right. Yes. It's stacked this time. You don't have 2 columns. This is stacked. And then you get the campaign page itself underneath.
Okay, that's weird, but
I like this, how pages are next together.
They are big too, instead of these small.
Yeah. This is nice.
That is interesting. So is Zoop big, when it comes to backers and
not yet. I think what you see here is their entire catalog right now active. So this is active here. So these are all the active campaigns. So not many.
Right. So it's a pretty new site, right? It's a growing site.
Yes, it's pretty new. But you see, people are beginning to use it. So this means that we basically decide if Zoop will be popular.
Okay. Now look at that. Can you scroll up a little bit? Okay, it's just gone. You have 53 supporters. Can you click to the left? Just automatically 383 supporters. So and wow, that's a good one. So there's
time left. It's also nice.
People on here, 155, 154 supporters. So there are definitely people here that are interested in crowdfunded books.
Yes. The main challenge right now, as I see it through Zoop, is that you have to actively guide people towards your page, right? It's not like through Indiegogo, people can just browse and find it. Although now with Indiegogo actually shadow banning people, this means you can't even find comics unless you have direct links.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, if you can only get people to your campaign through direct links, so you might as well use Zoop.
Yeah, but that means you have to, it's not really a bad thing, but you have to promote it heavily on social media.
Yes. Well, you have to do that anyway. But maybe you get some fewer backers because they're not just there. So most backers you will have are from people who actually want to specifically back your book. So this is why they're visiting the site.
Can you go a little bit lower, because I saw completed campaigns or something
already funded.
Wow, there's way more here.
So these are funded. Okay, cool. Let me click one.
Yeah.
Funded. Oh, cool.
Imposter syndrome.
This is cool. This is not bad, you know.
Not at all.
I like the layout.
Yeah, it's clean. It's bright.
But why is Naomi
here?
Why is this here? Get away with that.
Signed by David and Walker. So, okay. Get out of here with Naomi.
Okay, yeah. You have here. Oh, look at this. This is cool.
What is that?
You have different sections throughout, so you can scroll, right?
Yeah.
But you here on the left, you have everything is in sections. So I can go to the stretch goals. I click here. Goes to the stretch goals.
That is cool.
I want the story. I click here. It goes to the story. Wow.
Not bad at all. This is actually very helpful.
Updates. Yeah, it is a really cool layout. I think these people looked at. They probably used Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and they figured out what they thought were like functions that they would like to improve.
They want to have a few different backers. I mean, maybe backers are different from Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Who knows? I mean, backers are backers, right?
Exactly. You have Six Gun Gorilla. Oh, we had Six Gun Gorilla. Just wait. We have what do we have? Milestone's pretty cool too. It's drawn by Ariel Medel. I like to work with Ariel someday. So we are planning something, but this looks great. But Milestones was a bit weird title for this character. You have this label called Milestone.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the name of the book.
Yeah, it's not really
this is a cover by Paul Rodrigues.
Would be nice if you just click on it and see it bigger. Probably that's not how it works.
Oh, I have to make an account. No, you can't. Maybe you can see it here. Down. Whoa!
Oh,
holy shit!
What is this?
The add-ons, I think. The add-ons, yeah. So you can actually see the add-ons on the page here.
Yeah, instead of clicking and then you see the add-ons. Okay.
Yes. They have Andy Smith art also. Cool.
Oh, there's a lot of add-ons, man.
Yeah. Wow. And then you get the story.
This one, I see this on Indiegogo, right? This wasn't on Indiegogo, if I'm correct.
Oh, it was?
Or maybe not.
Right.
Well, I've seen this character before on Twitter.
Mike likes the sidebar feature. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What did Mike say? I didn't do that. I contacted IGG in the last week, found out, had email update turned back on. I didn't bother asking IGG who else besides me would have done that. Yeah, this looks awesome. I think the presentation of Zoop is pretty good.
Yeah,
I like this.
Maybe we should research this site a little bit more in the coming weeks or months.
Let me see what else they have. Submit your project, explore. There aren't many things to so here you can just explore. You have the active list, you have the coming soon list. So you can always you can also use Zoop to get together signups.
I like this better than what is Indiegogo doing. When you have to actually press a button and then you go to a completely other site to see what's coming.
Right.
Now you can.
Yes.
That's here
Yes.
on that one. Yeah.
And this is basically the same thing. You can just put your email address here and you sign up.
Yeah.
That's it. You can share. You have share buttons here.
I wonder how many art you can share here. Just one. Can you show another one?
Maybe another one. Yeah. This one.
Yeah, show one.
Just the edge.
Yeah, phantoms.
This one has none.
Okay, only a cover. Okay.
Sereno has none.
Okay.
Okay. So
maybe it's not possible.
Yeah, that it is possible. We saw one with a piece of art.
Maybe people don't know how to do it yet.
Yeah, it's
still
And the site is fairly new, so they will probably add features and stuff later on. But yeah,
cool, Mike.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. I'm gonna look into this.
Pre-orders your way. Customize your fan experience on Zoop, a user-friendly platform that redefines crowdfunding for comic book readers, creators, and publishers. Great. So you can read what it is.
Oh, 2020.
Wow. Oh, wait.
What?
Zoop is an all-in-one pre-order, production, fulfillment, and marketing solution.
Wait.
They do fulfillment also.
That is great, I guess.
Whoa. Okay. Interesting. How we got here. Zoop was conceived in 2020. You see, it's fairly new.
Wait a minute. I see Camilla Zhang.
Oh, no?
No.
Wait. After enlisting to handle in-house marketing, Camilla Zhang.
To advise some experience. Okay, so she's not involved, I hope. Well, not in this company. Gordon, Eric. No, I don't believe so.
What we stand for. Inclusion. What's this? Inclusion.
Oh no. Censorship.
Oh God, wait. Let me enlarge.
Oh no.
We know that diversity in people and ideas, so long as they do not infringe upon anyone's rights, life, and emotional and physical health. Oh no, emotional health are key to building a more just, imaginative, and successful world. We go the extra mile to be representative of the world we wish to see internally as a business with externally in the clients we work with. Okay, this is a red flag right here.
A big one.
Right here. So this does mean they will...
you should shed responsibility just with that part.
This part? Okay, let me see. Shared responsibility. We are in the business of empowering our clients, so it makes sense that we should empower our employees who have equal say in the product and the business. We believe collective decision making not only empowers our employees and clients, it brings them long-term happiness.
They are socialists.
Okay, we went from this is cool to being worried, right?
There's no boss. That's a okay, and I hope I'm wrong. I don't know. 2 red flags. Jesus.
This is also part of it. By Zoop, a better way to ship printables.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, maybe it's a good platform. Who knows?
I know. We can just try it out sometime and make a comic with a lot of big boobies and guns and violence, and then try to get it into Zoop. With white people killing black people and see what happens.
Yeah, lots of toxic masculinity.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay.
Well, we discovered something new, guys.
Zoop. Well, you know, the thing is, we do need a new platform.
Yeah, that's
we need competition in this platform business. But if the competition is basically run by the same people, then what's the point?
I mean, it's the same when we go on Twitter. I mean, that's the platform that we are connect with each other, right? I mean, we are going there to meet people, to talk about a certain topic. We have like-minded interests, like comics. I mean, that's why we are here. We go on channels with people that like comics and talks about comics and talk about the same topics that we are talking about. Maybe it's slightly different, but it's mostly comic related. Yeah, but even Twitter is censoring people, right? I mean, how many times? Yeah, go ahead.
No. I was just agreeing that the Twitter easily deplatforms you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I when I heard that Elon Musk at that time, was taking over Twitter, I was a happy man. But then the deal was off, so I thought, oh my god. Yeah, too bad. I was hoping for a change. Not saying that Elon Musk is better, but Twitter.
Yeah. Anything was better. 80s consumer, 80s made consumer.
How you doing, man?
Hello, sir.
I always say man, but maybe it's another gender. Maybe it's
no. Yes, he has a big bushy beard. So
okay. They say women can have beards now, and vice versa.
Oh, this is true. Sorry if we misgendered you.
I'm kidding. Welcome. So we are talking about censorship in different media, and how it all, how it affects us in general. I mean, things that we love. What is your view on the censorship? You asked me a question, now I'm bouncing it back. What is your view on censorship? You said, you asked me when was censorship, when was it a good thing?
Right.
What is your view on that?
I think censorship is mostly used by people who have something to hide or want to control a certain narrative or want to socially engineer a certain outcome. So I'm thoroughly against censorship, and especially since I'm a comic book creator, I cannot say that I'm in favor of censorship. That wouldn't make sense for me. I want everyone to be able to make whatever they want, and I want customers to be able to buy whatever they want, as long as it's within the law, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
And by the way, if you say censorship, we should censor things. Who do you trust to decide for you what you should see and what you should listen to and what you should consume, what you should have access to? Name someone. Who do you think should be the person to control what you can have access to?
Yeah, that's a good.
I can't name one person. It's just when it comes to children, for instance, you want to protect children, so you have age appropriate content, right? And that makes perfect sense. But at some point, when you're dealing with adults should be able to decide for themselves what they want to consume, what they like, or information that they want to find out. Once you say, censorship is okay in certain areas, then you need to have these boundaries. And who decides the boundaries?
Yeah.
So to me, it's basically everything or none of it.
I mean, remember that we talked about cancel culture, right? Last time.
Yeah.
I mean, cancel culture is also a form of censorship. And people try to cancel us because we believe, we do what we do. We are here creating comics. That
we do terrible things. We make comics. It's terrible. It's awful.
Yeah. And if you are saying something about what Marvel and DC is doing with their characters, we should all accept that. And oh God, if you say something against that, then you are.
And if you draw a female with boobies, oh no, you should be cancelled. This is terrible. Mike says, look up what Twitter's new current CEO had publicly repeated about free speech. I should check it out. I don't know. So yeah, basically that, guys. We started later because we were waiting for Roland to show up. He still hasn't shown up, so we need to check if Roland is okay. I'm going to call him. So we're going to round this off, and then I'm going to call him, see if everything is fine. And then I will be back tomorrow with a drink with Brink.
Oh, who's your guest?
Who's my guest? This is a good question. Let me find out.
You don't know your own guest?
No. I had some extra guests this week, so I got a list. Let me see who my guest is. Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. Oh wait, was this one? I think this one canceled. So I have a few who are waiting to be guests. So I have to talk to a few people and see who is available for tomorrow. So yeah, I don't know. So I will find out tomorrow myself. But I will be there with a new episode. So yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Marinus, thank you. Thank you for doing this with me today.
Always.
Chat, thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, it's fun to do the Dutch angle again and seeing you guys. It's been a while. And normally we are in the chats of other people's YouTubes. So it's good to be quote unquote on screen again, talk about topics. So I hope we can do this a little bit more often. I know that's not always we can do because of time schedules. Like today, and Roland isn't here, so let's hope we can do it more and more and sooner than later. Right.
Oh, and Mike says one more subscriber to go for each of you.
What?
So you're now at $2.99, Marinus.
Let me check real quick. $2.99, almost 300. Oh wow!
Woo, nice.
And
excellent. Almost.
Maybe I should promote it. It says begging for subs.
Yes. Let's get you there, man.
Man, I hate begging for subs, but sometimes it helps.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you tomorrow.
Yes. Have a great evening and great day, or have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.